Hello guys, good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'll be doing initial impression on one fragrance that is not my bottle. So this is big thanks to Said Bhai who is here, and I am at Perfume Center. You can see our brothers all there, and also my very close brothers. Also they're all here. But today I'll be just doing initial impression because I did every single review from this line except this one. Okay, so I wanted to try this. This is called 1 million Golden Oud. Okay, so at first, let me see what I get, and then I'll ask opinion from the brothers, see what they feel. And this is a Middle Eastern exclusive, very expensive. I think this is around $180 if I'm not mistaken. Said bhai, 18,000 টাকার মতো না price. So I saw this first time. It was the tester used to be like maybe $150 or something like that, but now the price has gone high. So I wanted to try it, but there was no way. So thanks to Said bhai, and let's see what you get. So this one comes in only 100 ml standard size, and this is a tester unit, so I don't have the full packaging, but basically a box is nice to carry around. And Paco Rabanne usually have quite standard packaging, so the bottle looks just like the other 1 millions. But what I love about this one is the center one is in green. Okay, the rest of them they have red, and then I think the red one was also maybe 1 million something, I forgot the name. So they have these bottles, and they are very nice. One thing you have to think of is that the sprayers are not really the best sprayers. Sometimes they get stuck and they squirt. Okay, so if you press hard, sometimes it works. Is inconsistent what I'm trying to say, but it's okay. They serve the purpose, but not my favorite sprayer. Especially if you're decanting this stuff, you will have a lot of issue. But I love this green center, looks good. So let's see what is Golden Oud. In my humble opinion, I sprayed this on the paper previously, and then I just now tried on my arm, my hand. So basically this is a very sweet, spicy, oriental. There's a lot of things happening in this perfume in my humble opinion. I detect spices, oud, obviously 1 million sweetness is there, but it's very different, very big deviation from the original 1 million. It's not as sweet, this is more oriental. I would say in my humble opinion Middle Eastern-ish, right? More Middle Eastern-ish than the Stronger With You Dolce & Gabbana flankers. So first of all, I do not like the price point of this. First thing, I'll just tell you, I don't think it's worth that price point because it's too expensive for what it is. Even if it was 200 ml, I think that is a bit too pricey. Longevity, I cannot comment, but so far, I think the brother who used it, Said Bhai and I think Mushfiq Bhai, they all will tell you this one is a beast mode performer, right, Bhai? Yeah, I think it's going to. Okay, so I'll pass the mic to him and I'll know their opinion as well. But I think it's going to be performance-wise a beast. Ideal weather would be perhaps winter. Colder months would be perfect because this one doesn't have anything fresh. So maybe there's hint of leather, saffron, maybe nutmeg, a lot of spices happening, as well as something woody, a little bit smoky. So it reminds me of a lot of other perfumes, but first thing that came to my mind was I think Chopard's Oud Malaki, Black Incense Malaki, if you know those. These are kind of like that way. Sweet, spicy ish. So yeah, a little bit of sweets, a little bit of spices, kind of like even if you know pan masala, it's like has that masala flavor. So this is a very mature perfume. I think this is not going to be for teenagers. I don't think they're gonna like it. It's a father figure, sort of like an upscale business trip CEO. They can use this. Good for office, like if you're taking a flight, go to colder countries where it snows, take this perfume with you. That will serve the purpose beautifully. How many sprays? Ideally, I would think maybe 2 to 3 sprays would be adequate. You don't need to respray. These are the good things about this perfume. The performance are very good. My favorite from this line is Absolutely Gold. That one lasts more than Dior Homme Parfum. So very hard to find. So this one, if this one comes down to something 120-ish, that would be a good deal at this current moment. But if you can get it under that, it's a good fragrance to get. Is this a must-have for person who lives in a very hot country, like warm setup, hot and humid? This is not a fragrance I would highly recommend, but if you love fragrances regardless, you wear them in AC, you find occasions, this would be a good fragrance to collect for collectors. I love this line. I would love to get this for a good deal. I would buy this. I will tell you, I will not lie, but not for $180. Okay, so it's a good fragrance. Longevity was good. Winter perfume, mature fragrance. And when I say Chopard Oud Malaki and some of the other ones, I think there are a few other perfumes which are in this DNA, some niche fragrances, but it's a familiar vibe. So you can go for the Chopard Oud Malaki. That one is much more affordable than this. Performance-wise also good, but Rasasi Wow, I think Rasasi Wow, WAW, that one is similar to this. but I don't think there's tobacco in this, right? But as time develops, it becomes more settled on the skin, and it becomes more sweet, woody, warm, spicy perfume rather than that opening burst of that, the spices that you got. The spice will settle down a little bit. So let's see what Mushfiq Bhai says. I'll pass the mic to him and see what he thinks of this. What do you think of this fragrance?
To me, this is a very spicy Oriental type of fragrance. I can actually dig. To me, this is a very spicy Oriental fragrance. I can dig out the saffron and the leather. So this one kind of reminds me of Nishane Papilifico and Halfeti Cedar, that type of those fragrances, those spicy fragrances. But you get the oud in this one. The oud is blended quite nicely. So overall, this is a very strong masculine fragrance. Very nice and very good performer as well.
What do you think of the price point? Do you think it's justified?
The price point is a little too high, man. The price point.
Even if it's, let's say, it lasts a long time, it's a good quality. Do you think $180?
This is a banger of a performer, but $180.
What do you think is like the ideal price for this? I think 120. Okay.
$100 or $120 max.
Great, right?
Yeah,
So the
that
other
would be
1
great.
million can be had about this. 200
But I've
can be
heard
had.
this is hard to find nowadays.
Oh,
So the price probably discounted. I'm not sure,
or limited
but
edition.
very hard to find. So the price I think is justifiable if this is hard to find. So overall, this is a very good fragrance,
How much
very
do you rate it
masculine. Out of 10, I'm gonna give this 8. If you like masculine fragrances that has oud, saffron, leather,
Okay.
then this is a very good fragrance. For uniqueness,
The perfume, like I thought, Chopard Wood Malaki is similar. Like
Chopard Wood Malaki, Nishane Papilifico, then Alfeti Cedar, those type of fragrances. This has its uniqueness, but also
is
this
nice.
will remind you of
Bottle is
some
beautiful.
fragrances. Yeah, the bottle is very nice. The gold bar,
Okay.
not like the smell, not like the typical 1 million,
Okay,
but
okay.
this is totally
Do you think
different.
this is going
you know?
to get compliments from women?
I'm not sure about that because this is
Women
super.
are like this.
This is super dense, super spicy. I'm not sure that if I'm gonna garner compliments or not, but
Do you think you should wear this in a date?
no, probably no. This is a fragrance that you'll have to enjoy for yourself, not for others. This is a very heavy type of fragrance. But if you're a lover of oud and leather, then this is a very good fragrance. So very hard to find. If you find it, just go get it.
Okay. Thank you
So,
so
yeah.
much, Mushfiq bhai, for your input. So it was not just my 2 cents. So thank you, guys. So guys, thank you. There you go. That is our other expert from Bangladesh, Mushfiq Bhai. He let you know his opinion. So Helfeti Cedar, I forgot about that one. That's a very, very good example because that fragrance is woody, spicy. I think there's a nice cedar note in there. So you do have other substitutes, but if you're a fan, you have to have this bottle. Some people just want to collect the bottle. So for the bottle, you can buy this perfume, but $180 asking for a bit much. But anyway, so to each his own. If you are rich, you can go for it. No problem. It's a rich smelling perfume. It's executive, maybe it's the top of the line of 1 million. So for me, I would give this fragrance, Mushfiq, I gave it 8, right? Yeah, 8. I would give this 8.5. Okay, because if the price was within 120, I would give this 9. Because that would be a good fragrance. Like I can easily buy this, but this is like niche territory pricing. Okay, so there you go, 8.5 for 1 million, and this is the golden oud. So do let others know what you think of this if you tried it. I think if you try this in the airport, maybe you can get a better deal. Like maybe there'll be a little bit offer on the card or something like that. Okay, so that'll be your best bet. Thank you so much, guys. I think I'll sign out. I got a few perfumes from Perfume Center today. I'll review them from home and I'll do a list tonight perhaps. So thank you so much, guys. Signing out. And sorry, I kept everybody waiting. I'm doing the review. Everybody's keeping quiet. So I'm gonna sign out. Take care, guys. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. And thank you, Mridul bhai. Thank you so much for your time and letting allowing us to do these videos and disturbing you guys. Okay, take care. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh.